England wants to go to war with Attila the Hun. Sorry guys, not interested. Wow, everyone wants to go to war against Attila. I mean, he hasn't started a war against anyone, has he? Is it just because he's building cities everywhere? Is that the only reason? I haven't seen him take a city-state yet, which is something that Attila likes to do. Oh well. The good news is, if Attila is getting everyone annoyed at him, then that means he's less likely to go after me. You want an embassy, mate? You want to see where my capital city is so that you can come and kill me? Okay. We're Gandhi, we like it. This is going to be fun. Again, if I was on any of the difficulties when the computer actually cheats, I would be really cautious of Attila. But since the computer isn't cheating at the moment, they're not able to get units faster than we are. So that's fine. Because when I say cheat, I am being very literal there. Like, the computer literally cheats on the harder difficulty. They get more units than you, they get extra production, extra culture, all that stuff. On the hardest difficulty, they get an extra city out of nowhere, because why not? You know? It's like, it's the way that the game handles difficulty. They don't know how to make a more difficult AI, so they just throw loads of advantages on them. Oh wow, England's already got some catapults. This could be nasty. England should be fine though, I mean they're really far away from me, so they're not going to cause any threats. I do hope we get Stonehenge, but it's the same thing whenever we actually start a wonder that, you know, I want to have, is I hope we get it, because, you know, I'm the only one who can get it. I still have not met these last two civs yet. For the most part, by the way, whenever these public announcements come up that tell you about city-states, you can basically ignore those unless you really want to, thingy. I don't know if that settler belongs to, thingy, Theodore or not. It might belong to someone else who I haven't met yet. It might belong to them. You can just see the border of the city. I'm gonna go meet them. Because if this settler may belong to them, and then we can become instant friends with them.
Batter is bread.
And we just got ourselves some warriors. That's handy. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's our city-state ally that's a military city-state. They just gave us that. Sorry, Solomon, I couldn't hear you with the sound of the city-state we just met. Now, he's usually a warmonger, but he's really far away from us, so we can totally ignore him. He's best played on the ocean, so at the moment he's literally useless to us. He'll be bad when we actually do make an ocean city. Which we should be doing soon, to be honest, because I mean it would be nice to get one. I don't really want to do anything with these warriors, so we're going to take advantage of one of our culture buffs, and I'm actually going to put him in the city. Because if he's in the city, we don't have to spend gold on his maintenance. Because all military units in this, well, all units, including workers and military troops, stuff like that, all cost gold to have them. Machu Picchu. That's a nice one to get. We don't have to worry about that for a while, though. We should go to see if we have any iron on the map near our city, because that will provide us with extra production. Vatican City no longer needs help. That means that someone else does just destroy that barbarian camp. Okay, so now that we actually did meet you, I believe it's time we go to take down that barbarian. You know what, actually, I'm going to explore more first. Make sure that if we can find this last player or not. Because there's one more city we haven't met. And that will make sure that the settler definitely is ours.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Or rather, the settler definitely belongs to them. Because it would be a real shame for that settler to belong to the one civ that we haven't met and then we don't get any buff from freeing them. That would be a huge shame. With that said, though, I'm pretty sure it belongs to him. I mean, look where he's settled. Ooh. That was handy. Sadly, we don't get anything from actually killing them because we haven't gone down the honor path, but, you know, we may as well kill them. Hey, Germany, you're trading with us.
Here Hector entered, with a spear 11 cubits long in his hand. The bronze point gleamed in front of him, and was fastened to the shaft of the spear by a ring of gold.
Okay, we should probably go for the Parthenon now. So I haven't gone on about how you actually win the game yet. There's several different victory types. We're currently going to be going for the culture victory because we're India and that kind of fits us the most. Either culture or diplomacy, it depends which one we end up veering to. Because both of them kind of go hand in hand, to be honest. Well, diplomacy tends to work with everything, to be honest, really. Hey! Who just attacked my war elephant? Screw you guys. What a jerk. Oh, just attacked our war elephants. Didn't even do anything to him. Come on, Stonehenge.
Time crumbles things. Everything grows old and is forgotten under the power of time.
Right, so now our faith is very good. We're now safe with getting a religion going. And that's the only reason I really want Stonehenge, because I just felt like it would be a good idea to get a religion. Now this wonder we also need to make because this will give us a nice benefit to our stone here. Like I said, I'm going to be ignoring a lot of them, but if I see one like this that's actually going to help us, we're going to go pick it up. Usually when I play the game myself, like for myself, I would actually be trying to get all of these. Like I really like to get wonders myself, but you know, it may be boring to watch, I'm not sure what people prefer. So since this is meant to be like how you're supposed to play the game, I'm just going to ignore the wonders for the most part, unless I can actually get them without any penalty. Okay, it's about time we go get this cotton, because then we can start trading cotton to people. Damn it, why do people keep attacking me? You guys are jerks. These are my elephants. Ooh, someone just made a religion. I think I know who the last civ is. I think I know who they are. There's two options I can think of. Or to be honest, there's one civ I can think of, and then the other one is just that the computer got incredibly lucky. Okay, this is a quite nice land. Like, we should really be looking around for a second spot for our city at the moment. But we'll think about that later when we need to. Because at the moment, since we don't want to get into a war, it's going to be somewhere around here. So we're not actually going to be looking to expand too much into other people's territory. Because they tend not to like that. Wow, you guys are jerks. Right, luckily we could destroy them in one hit. That was very good, because if that went one more turn, they would have just burned these horses, which meant that we would have had to go back and get them again. And we'd lose the production until that happened, which would have been really annoying. Now, since these guys are injured, I prefer not to just have them throw themselves at these guys in case they die.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
Theodora wants a friendship. So, friendship in this game, if we become their friend, obviously they're less likely to go to war with us. We'll be able to make a few more trades with them, and we'll be able to do some other positive things. A big problem though is that if you become friends with somebody that other people hate, then it's going to cause problems to you. And so you kind of have to worry about who you befriend. Like, to be honest, if Attila asked me to be their mate, I'd have to reconsider it, because both England and the Incas both hate their guts, and so those two would not like it if I became friends with them. I'm going to tell my war elephants to go into my town, and then I'm going to heal, just because they heal more when we're in friendly territory. So our archers have basically seen the world at this point. I'm just going to tell them to go and explore for a bit. Because automated exploration, where the game explores for you, is kind of not too useful. Because they tend to just really fill in the spots where they don't need to, so to start the game it's a lot better to move yourself unless you really don't want to bother with it. Like, obviously if you don't want to bother with it, you don't need to. You're not going to lose anything. Yeah, we're still getting all the production, that's good. We could probably do with getting that desert tile soon. Like, working on that, because that's an extra 2 production for us. Let's get some more plantations. Now this city-state right here has just asked us to bully another city-state. That's going to be nasty. That will make everybody in the game hate us, so those guys can go screw themselves. We are not doing that. That is a quest we are not doing. It's absolutely not worth doing it. I'm just going to put my elephants on my town. I prefer elephants on my town, to be honest. Like, since we're not planning to go to war with anyone, these are... Ooh. Okay. Sup, guys? Now, what I was going to say is, these guys are kind of a waste of time, but since Attila is nearby us, and he probably still hates our guts... Oh, actually, no, they don't. Bismarck does. Bismarck doesn't like us. But yeah, we're just going to go and keep our warrior here. He's wasting 1 gold per turn by existing, but it gives us a better military strength. And there's the first wonder that's been built by a computer. Oh, you kidding? They just made hand axes. They were probably going to come after my wounded warriors now. You know what, elephants? Elephants, come down here, help us kill these guys. Never mind, that's 18 turns, I can't really be bothered. You guys just stay up in our town.
What is drama but life with the dull bits cut out?
Right, that's why Germany now wants my land, because they just put Cologne here right next to my border. So now they want this land for their own. Let's see, what should we get? I suppose there's no harm in getting civil service, because we're going to get something cool if we do that. Actually, let's work on the Great Wall, because the Great Wall is one of the nicest wonders in the game to have if you're just being peaceful. It basically just means that the enemies have a lot harder time killing you.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
You want some of my cotton, babe? You can have some of my cotton. Just want to accept an embassy? Yeah, you want to accept an embassy?
Inka runakunaka wakaiching mikai makipuraita.
Incas also want an embassy? Barbarian just looted that trade route that Bismarck had with us. Ah, well. It's more painful to him than it is to me. Now, 1 turn's time, hopefully we'll get the mausoleum.
The whole earth is the tomb of heroic men, and their story is not given only on stone over their clay, but abides everywhere, without visible symbol, woven into the stuff of other men's lives.
So as you can see here, it gives buffs to both marble and stone. We don't have marble, so that's kind of a waste to us, but we do have one stone tile, which just means we're permanently going to be getting plus 2 gold per turn. And I mean, you can't argue with that, it's plus 2 gold per turn. Absolutely positive side effect. Right, so we have a choice at the moment. We could go down and get one of these other wonders that we kind of want, or we can start working on a specific building. These buildings here we don't really need at the moment. It would be nice to get the watermill. That would be handy. But I'd prefer not to go for it until we have something else. Even though it is a nice positive buff, so I suppose we should probably get it. Like, the problem is that the Hanging Gardens is going to be contested. Oracle isn't going to be contested. Parthenon, not quite yet. That will be soon. Petra will be contested. But frankly, the watermill is probably the best idea. Even though Hanging Gardens is always great. How much will it cost us to just build the watermill? How much will it cost to buy a settler? 500 gold. You know what? We're going to save our money for a settler. That's going to be a second city. Our warriors are about ready to fight. They seek a great engineer. We might get that soon. I'll talk about great people when we get them. They're a very useful part of the game. And we're going to be getting some soon because we actually have some buffs that can give it to us. Hey, the Ottomans. Yep, return the unit. And hopefully they'll be taken a second time, because the barbarians right there. That would be funny. Right, we can now get monarchy. This will give us extra gold, and it will also give us this final buff. As you can see here, adopting all policies in the tradition tree, that's what we've just done now, is going to give us 15% growth and a free aqueduct in the first 4 cities. And it will also allow us to do something later, but I won't talk about that yet. So we're going to probably just make 4 cities max. I might not even make that because, you know, I just don't really want to get people annoyed at me, and it's going to happen because they're really nearby me. Like, I'm going to make probably another city on the coast, and then probably one more up here or something. And that's likely to be all I'm going to make. Like, might make one down here next to this coast, actually. This could be a very good spot, because this has got a lot of food for us. So basically, since we're probably not going to go over 4 cities, we're going to get a permanent 15% buff to them. Which is very nice. World's most well-fed people, I'm right up there because I'm actually caring about my food. Oh, Suleiman's burning food. That's not good. Yep, those guys just went and took the settler. Ah, that's kind of funny.
Three things are to be looked to in a building: that it stand on the right spot, that it be securely founded, that it be successfully executed.
We just had a golden age. Now, in a golden age, as you see here, every tile that produces gold provides 1 extra gold. That's a nice buff. And every city gains 20% production, and culture is increased by 20%. How you get golden ages is, you may have seen up to this point, there was a permanent number that was rising. You may not have been able to see it because, I mean, my video quality isn't the best. But there's like a number that rises, and when it hits the full amount you get a golden age. That increases depending on how much happiness you have. I've got 13 happiness at the moment. I'd be getting 13 points per turn towards a golden age. That's basically how it works. Okay, we're going to go get these horses, but we're not actually going to be able to benefit from them. But we will be able to benefit from this iron if we take it soon. That's 6 iron, that's going to be very nice. Theodora's just built a great lighthouse. We don't need that at the moment. Now let's go build the Hanging Gardens, because that's going to be contested. So the Great Lighthouse, we aren't even able to make it in this city. You need to be on the coast. We'd only be able to make it if we had a coastal city. It's kind of useful, but it's not useful on this map. Like, it'll be very useful on an ocean map, but at the moment it's absolutely avoidable. Oh wow, those two have just gone to war against Attila. I gotta say, I didn't expect that on this difficulty. Like, the last time I played Prince, they didn't even do wars that much. Oh well. This will be fun to see if they actually do anything. Oh, why did you expand there? I wanted you to take the iron game. Also, I forgot we can actually now buy ourselves a settler. We should go do that. The reason why I didn't just make a settler normally is because you actually can't have your city grow during a settler construction. So we'd be wasting 5 turns worth of food, and since we're completely about city growth, that's a bad idea. So we have a choice at the moment, and this is now where I'm going to talk about cities. We can work 3 tiles out. So as you can see at the moment, we're able to work this tile, this tile, this tile, but not those horses. Those horses are 4 tiles out from our city, and therefore we can't work on them. And that's what you got to think about when it comes to city placement. So we could work this iron if we took it, because it's 1, this hill, 2, this bit of desert, 3, this iron. So therefore it's within range and we can work on it. This cotton is too far out. 1, 2, 3, we can get the horses, not the cotton. So we're getting the benefit from having a free cotton to trade, but we can't actually work that tile. So this is where it comes to what do we want to have in a city. As I said before, the Colossus here would be a nice buff to get. Because that's basically a free trade route, which is 3 gold per turn. So we could do with having that with a coastal city. But to be honest, we're not really getting that much else from a coastal city, since it is a Pangaea map. And we could also make it here actually, it's just we wouldn't really be able to trade with anything other than Wellington. But we could have beat Powers of Wellington for life doing that, to be honest. So we may want to move here. So we've got to think here, so that's 1 turn is for gold, 2 turns is for horses, 3 turns is this bit here. This line is the bottom of where Delhi can work. So if we use this as one tile here, 2 tiles, 3 tiles, we could build it here. And if we built it here, on this bit of jungle... Wait a second. Never mind, I was counting badly. We wouldn't be able to work those. But we don't really want to waste those bananas, so we don't really want to put our tile on top of the bananas. So it may be worth putting our dude down there, and we're going to go examine it quickly with our elephants while we have a chance. Because we want to put our place down here somewhere. We could really do again in those truffles, because that's some extra happiness for us. So we may want to put it a bit closer so we can actually get them. But we don't really want to waste these tiles we've got around here.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
No thanks, England. I would love to trade with you, but iron is literally useless to me because I'm not going into a war. We've almost got enough faith to get a religion, so we'll be getting that next turn. I wonder where those barbarians went with those settlers. Yeah, so this is quite a nice spot, this ocean, to be honest. One thing we do need to pay attention to is we can't build within 3 cities of Wellington. 3 tiles rather, so that's 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. So we could build it there still, because that's far enough away from Wellington. We can get oranges if we land it there. We can get another cotton to trade. Got some bananas. We're not getting the truffles, but to be honest, that's a very nice spot for a city. This spot here, that's what we want for a city. Because as I mentioned before, Gandhi is all about population growth, and I mean, just look at this food. We got citrus, we got bananas, we got some fish. Like, that's food. We're sadly too far away from that deer, but, you know, we're just going to have to deal with that. And all these jungle tiles will be helpful later on in the game, because we can get a buff to jungle tiles. I'm just going to move these elephants on top of it, because then therefore we can save the extra 1 gold and also increase its defense. And we still have not met that last player yet. I have no idea where they are. They must be somewhere around here, surely. It's kind of a weird shape for a Pangaea, but you know. So I mean, it's kind of a weird shape because of this bit here. Like this, it kind of like goes snaking along here. It has like literally 1 tile here that's linking these 2 bits of a continent together. Like that would be an amazing place to have a defensive city right here. You know, if you owned this side of a continent and you put something there, that would be amazing. Because if they were going to send any attack at you from land, they'd have to go through there. So I apologise if I ever have to take a drink during this, because this is going to be played as a marathon, and yeah, I probably shouldn't have done it this early in the morning. But you know, I didn't want to sleep. Oh man, barbarians. We need to go deal with these. I don't really feel safe having these guys working on these horses anymore. These guys need to run away right now, because those horses can take us. Oh, someone else has made a religion. Okay, let's found a city right here. This is going to really piss off Attila. Well. We have to deal with Attila not liking us. It's going to be a thing that's going to have to happen. Let's see, let's get ourselves a library built. Attila's not going to like us whatsoever now. He's really going to hate the fact we just did that. Okay, it's now safe to move those guys back in. Oh, Attila didn't complain at me. Let's capture these workers, return to Singapore, get ourselves a friend again, and hopefully those horsemen will take it again and then we can give it back again. Because that's a funny thing you can do. Let's have a look at Attila. He's actually kind of okay with it, he doesn't mind. No, never mind. Oh, apologies, mate. We'll refrain from settling near you. Sorry, mate. Yeah, we don't want to have a war with Attila.
Instrumental or mechanical science is the noblest, and above all the others, the most useful.
Now, what we really want to do is make the Great Wall before Attila goes to war with us, basically. That's kind of a good option to go for. Oh, these guys actually fully explore the island now. Oh, this would be a really nice spot for a city. It would annoy Germany a lot, but that right there is quite a good spot. I mean, look, there's gold there, there's deers, there's elephants, so it would actually make sense I have elephant archers finally. Yeah, that's a nice spot. If no one else takes that from me, that'll be a spot I want to get. It'll be annoying because it's really far away from our actual city, so if it does go to war, it'll have to fend for itself. But, you know, it's worth it. England, can you move, please? I can't get past you, England. Oh, Germany, where are you going, guys? Jeez, you guys really want to take over my land, don't you? We may as well go for ironworking, to be honest, and then we can start making that Colossus in that city. We probably won't get it, but you know, there's always a chance we might. And here we have our great prophet. This is the start of a religion.